Something feels different at the moment, and I feel like I've been going through a spiritual awakening. Don't know about any of you, and I'd love to know if you're feeling this too. This video is a bit different from my usual videos, and although I will still be making videos about ADHD and autism, I've been going through a period of my life these last couple of months where I just feel so different, and I just want to talk a little bit about that today. I have been spiritual since I was a little girl, and I've had, when I say I didn't know what spirituality was then, but I know that looking back on my life, I've always been spiritual. I've always had a very open mind. I've always believed in everything, whether it be spirits, aliens, you know, other dimensions. I've always believed in everything, and over the years I've had various different kind of spiritual experiences. I do know that as well within my family. In the past there have been different members of my family who, even people who I would have thought are quite skeptical people, have had like psychic experiences. So the reason this video is so different is because I've felt the last few months, building up over the last few months, I have felt very drawn away from social media. Like something in me has not allowed me to, I've just wanted to distance myself from it. And I know that social media has got positives and negatives. Positives in that it can connect you to people all over the world. It can allow people to communicate in groups if you've got a common interest, or there's something that you're working through and you can join a group and there's other people who understand what you're going through and things like that. It's amazing for things like that, but obviously it can be negative for other things, like thinking your life has to be perfect and comparing yourself to others, and there's a lot of hate is spread on social media as well. And I think there's pros and cons to it, as there is to everything in life, but I've kind of felt disconnected from it recently. I've also felt quite disconnected from music, and I feel like music's so powerful. It's got the power to, you can find a song for every emotion. You can relate to so many different songs depending on what kind of music you like, and depending on what you're going through in your life. There's always music that you can relate to. But the songs I used to, not all the songs, but a lot of the music I used to enjoy, I am no longer enjoying. It feels different. It feels like heavy. It feels different, and I can't explain why. It's just something that I'm going through at the moment. I also want to talk about the fact that, so I was diagnosed with ADHD in March this year, and I do believe my daughter was also diagnosed with autism this year, and I do believe that when you are first diagnosed with something, it kind of, everything is validating how you felt, and it makes you understand, oh right, okay, this is why I did this is why I did that, this is why I do this now, and that validation is amazing, because it helps you to understand yourself. It helps you to take a little bit of pressure off your shoulders. It helps you to connect with people who are going through similar experiences, and it's very helpful. Like, for example, the videos that I have made on ADHD and autism, I wanted to do them to help others, because they were the kind of videos that helped me when I was realizing that actually, yeah, I think I have got ADHD, and I still am possibly autistic. I don't know, I haven't had an assessment yet, but those videos helped me a lot. They helped me to feel seen and to understand myself, and they led me to getting a diagnosis, which I needed. For some people, a diagnosis may not help them. It may, you know, it's very personal. But for me, it's helped a lot. It's helped me to go easy on myself, because I've always put a lot of pressure on myself. It doesn't mean in any way that I will ever stop growing as a person, because personal growth is very important to me, but it's helped me a lot. So I wanted to help others in the same way, and I still want to do that. At the moment though, I'm just feeling so, I feel quite, the only way to describe it, I'm feeling really peaceful. I'm feeling really like content, without needing social media, without needing the music that I used to listen to. I'm feeling really almost balanced, and I'm so like, I love it, and I'm really grateful for that feeling. It just feels like, although I consider myself to be a spiritually aware person, here's what I believe in. I believe in a higher power. I believe that obviously there's more to life than us and earth. There's so much more out there. I'm not a religious person. I am no disrespect to anyone. I respect other people's religions. I am a spiritual person, and I believe that God is the universe, and we're all connected, and you know, things like that. And I consider myself to be quite spiritually aware and also evolving at the same time. But at the moment, it feels like I've gone through a big awakening. I can't really explain it. I don't know exactly where it's come from, but I'm really grateful for it. I wanted to know, has anyone else watching this video been experiencing that too? And I don't know whether, you know, regardless of whether you're neurodivergent or not, we are all capable of these. We're all spiritual beings. We are all a spiritual being having a human experience. We're not humans having a spiritual experience. It's the other way around. If you think about the way everything about life is pretty amazing, if you think about it, it's how did we get here, all of that. There's so much more that brought us to the point where we are. There's a 1 in 400 trillion chance of us being born on Earth, and I think that's absolutely amazing. And I just want to point out, I am not a person who is all, I'm not saying everything's always positive and you always have to be positive. I'm not about toxic positivity. I have had a lot of dark experiences in my life. I've been through a lot of trauma, but I've healed a lot, and I'm learning, and I've learned for a long time to look for the good wherever possible, but allow all the feelings. There's a time for grief, of course there is. There's a time for feeling angry and feeling sad, and there's a time for all of that. I don't dismiss any of my feelings anymore. I did used to growing up. I used to suppress everything, push everything down, any difficult feelings. I don't do that at all now, and I think that has been part of my own healing journey, is to learn that feelings aren't negative or positive. They're neutral. They're messengers from your mind and body. They're there to help you. And I think that has been a big part of my healing, to allow all my feelings. Do you know what? If I'm sad about something, I'm sad about it, and that's fine. If I'm angry about something, it's okay to be angry. And I think anger in particular is so stigmatized. Yeah, it's not okay to hurt people. It's not okay to hurt yourself. But anger is normal, and it's a healthy emotion. It's okay to express it in a healthy way. And I think if society was more accepting of that, less people would suppress it, which would result in less mental health issues, less judgment towards others. So this was just a quick video, and I am very much I'm very much on my own spiritual journey, and I have been for a long time. I have had psychic experiences in my life up until not to the point where I can, like, not right now, only in certain situations it can happen, but I am working on my own spiritual growth as I have been for a lot of years. But I just feel like I've gone through a transformation spiritually recently over the last 2 months, and I don't know exactly why, but I just wanted to do a bit of a different video today. And if anyone can relate to this, and if anyone else is on a similar journey with your spirituality, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. So thank you for watching. Bye.